position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The give out of the gun. Plows through the defense. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the quick shuffle pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Meredith. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it. There he goes.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Fires to the big fella. That's midfield, he's got room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw again. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Meredith. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Clinton. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Using his legs, it's Presley. Can't get him to the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Got room at the 35. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and that shows you speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, he's got some space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Meredith. Now improvising. Slithers into space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking downfield, it's Meredith. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give on the inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got the back over the middle. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play.
Touchdown, Iowa! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Cole.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Back to throw, it's Meredith. Using his legs to buy some time. Finds his big tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. finds his man. It's Presley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Looking downfield, it's Meredith. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. He's got it. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete to the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. Was really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running back.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. To the air, it's Hart. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
It's good. And they've regained the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The short hands, it's Presley. Bounced off his feet.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. To throw, it's Meredith. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Hawkeye! He got loose and it was lights out after that. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to South Alabama. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. And we'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going. And here's the third interception of the night.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Right back to the well. And runs through another guy. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Hawkeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hart. Punts it out of the air. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to...
Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the route is on. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's the give off the left side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. The lone back's got it. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The throw. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. That is what you call putting a little air under it and letting your guy run to it.
Exactly right, Reese. It's so hard to track that football when you put so much air underneath it, and I'm trying to run with the wide receiver. He's so used to doing that every single day in practice, and you could tell he saw the ball great, went up and plucked it.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way you get things going, a huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Starting to feel a little pressure. Russell whistled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Meredith. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this.
Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he puts through the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. This has been a really impressive performance behind this running game against a team trying to prove they ought to be ranked ahead of you in the top 10, and you're able to hold them off, guys.
Well, I love it too, David, because we've seen them run the ball against weaker competition, but here in a top 10 matchup against a physical defense, they've been the more dominant team. They've done it on the ground.
And it's just nice to always stiff-arm little brother and be like, hey, there's a reason you're ranked below us, right? Like, sit back down, like we're here for a reason. Just a big statement in the middle of the season and showing how physically dominant this team can be.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.